Here's a tutorial on how I gave myself damage-free temporary lowlights. Before doing anything else, I clarified my hair with a clarifying shampoo and put on a black shirt so that I didn't get dye all over anything I cared about. Then I split my hair into 6 sections about of equal size like this. Hair color absorbs better into dry hair, so I blow dried each section individually before applying the color. And then I like to put something greasy on my face. I'm just using a sunscreen stick here so that if I get dye on my face, it doesn't stain my skin. Then I ripped up a bunch of tinfoil into little pieces because I wanted to foil my hair to make sure I didn't get dye on sections that I wanted to leave out. I recommend doing all this prep before you get into the dye because once it's on your hands, everything's going to be messy. And then I started taking about 1/2 inch size sections of hair and weaving my finger in and out of the section so that I was only dyeing like every other curl basically. I have really thick hair and a pretty loose curl pattern, so I need to take big chunky sections, otherwise you just like totally lose the lowlights in the rest of my hair. I used Overtone in the color Espresso Brown to do this. I love Overtone because it's temporary and it's a color depositing deep conditioner, so it doesn't damage my hair and leaves it like feeling honestly shinier and healthier than before I did it, and with a nice temporary color. This is not an ad, by the way. I just love Overtone. Okay, anyway, and then I put each section in a piece of tinfoil after I color it so that I don't get the dye all over the other pieces. And then I literally just do this process over and over again, taking another like 1/2 inch to 1 inch section of hair down, weaving my finger in and out to grab some pieces to low light, and then working through a bunch of Overtone. I try to really saturate the sections to make sure that they really pick up a lot of the color. And then I move on to the next of my 6 big sections. I literally do the exact same steps all throughout my hair, blow dry it, take a piece that's like 1/2 inch, weave my finger in and out, get the pieces that I want to low light, color them, put them in the foil. You know the drill by now. Another really nice thing about doing this with Overtone is it doesn't like over process. I've left this on my hair for literally hours and it has like a maximum darkness that it reaches, and it just doesn't get darker than that, and it's a deep conditioner, so I've never felt like it damaged my hair anything like a normal box dye or like hair dye would. Okay, so when I get to the top section, I chose to leave this big section of my bangs out because I wanted to keep those nice and light. I didn't want any of the really dark color around my face. But then I did the rest of this top section just like normal and made sure to really smudge it up into my roots too to help it blend and look kind of naturally like that darker color was my root color. I was extra careful with my top section because that's where I get like natural highlights from the sun, and I didn't want to cover them all up. And then I pinned my bangs out of my face and wiped any color off of my skin. It came off so easily because I did the sunscreen. Here's what it looked like with all the foils in. I was just checking to make sure that I felt like I got enough of my hair in the foils that it was gonna have the effect I wanted. It's crazy how much hair I still look like I have. Okay, I let that sit for like an hour and then I washed and styled my hair like normal. Here's a few days later in natural light. You can see there are some lighter pieces poking out and darker pieces all throughout. It added so much dimension. I think it made my hair look healthier and just so much better overall. I love it.